Struggling with prop firms? Let's go.
Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Now I'm about to show you guys that, and girls who I was watching, is the break and retest basically works on anything and everything, and how you can apply it to its maximum potential, and starting getting those payouts with prop firm challenges. And so again, just put myself by the way, just one piece t-shirt, huge fan, but yeah. So okay, now let's mark out some of the drawings. Now this is AUD USD, right? Beautiful, amazing thing about AUD USD is zero spread pair, tight spreads, but obviously sometimes a bit of a slow mover, sometimes insane, like you can see obviously huge moves over here. But I just want to show that even though something like this, it's the power of this strategy and the edge with the break and retest, super simple yet so effective, right? And if you stay with me till the end, you'll see exactly what I'm speaking about. So you're probably wondering, what on earth have I just marked up here, right? Again, if you've been watching my videos, you'll know what I'm doing here. All you need to do is just that's it, right? And price will in the future, so you're not going to win every single time, you will lose as well, but it will show some kind of a reaction, right? Now let's clean up some of these. If I drag it back here, now obviously the market gapped here, but I mean so far we're respecting fine, that's fine. Let's draw some more, and then you can just remove majority of these. Now obviously these we don't have to worry about, because price already done its thing, it's moved on. But you can see this one here, you probably would have lost, well, you would have lost if you was working on these zones. Now the zones ain't enough, remember this, right? Zones themselves are not on their own, they're not enough, right? Here, look at this, if you're working off this zone, remember we're waiting for the breakout, price breaks through, but obviously it just collapses through again. So here in this section, obviously here, price respects it and as support, but we never sell, or we never buy from support, we never sell from resistance. We need the breakouts happening, right? Now even if this one here, actually, just one moment, because what I was supposed to do, just one moment. So actually, so drag this across, and you can see price breaks through, perfect, respects it perfectly. Now I always have super tight spreads, and that's why if you've been watching my YouTube videos for a while, that's why I pass profit challenges, sometimes even risking 0.5%. There's a video on my channel and even in my Discord. This is like just me passing 60k account within 2 days, risking only 0.5% per trade. It's all about transparency. Come in the Discord, link will be in the video description, and yeah, it's all in here, live trades, winning trades, losing trades, everything. Me passing profit challenge, risking 0.5% in one trade, 8% profit target hit, risking 0.5% in one trade. Also the world's most affordable course, the most affordable, right? And compared to obviously with the value, how much value you get, 12 super detailed videos, more videos will be getting uploaded. The course updates itself, it's a one-time payment, so do yourself a favor. And by the way, it's not a sales pitch or anything. If you don't want to buy it, by all means, 100% please don't buy it. So okay, so now we've got marked up our zones. Now look at this, these are support levels, right? When price, where do you think price could go from? Now once I got asked this question, or in 2 days, where do you think price is going to go, right? And since I've been asked this question, right, and I'm like, wow, what do people think? Like other people, like the ones who are profitable, what kind of information do they hold, right? So it's crazy. Now I don't really blame this individual, right? Majority probably even think like this. Now if I was a beginner, right, so if I was a beginner, I'm moving myself out of the way, if I saw a profitable trader, what would I think? What kind of information do they hold? Are they holding some gems that they don't want anyone to know, or what? Am I missing something that they or am I missing a lot? You know, compared to this profitable trader. The answer what I give that individual was, I don't know where the market is going to go. I don't even know where the market is going to go in the next how can I say the next one day, the next 45 minutes. You know, because obviously, okay, the misconception is if I'm trading the breakout here, retesting, and then obviously price going up. Now price going from here, right, that's me just using, you know, going off the data that I've collected from my back tested data, right, and then forward testing, or whether it be on a demo account, wherever you call them, you know, in the early stages, you know. But anything can possibly still happen. If I take a trade, I don't know, it could be a news crash, you know, the market could crash, anything. The president could get shot, regardless of which country. But you know, I'm just giving an example. Obviously, if one of the major countries, you know, that can affect the, you know, economy in a really crazy way, then obviously, right, I don't know, you know. So obviously you just go by trade. That's why even if you lose one particular trade, don't you know, think about it too much. If you win one trade, it doesn't make you an expert chart analysis or trader, you know. No, it's about a series of 1,000 trades, 5,000 trades, or, well, to be honest, it's a lifestyle, right? It's your whole career that you got to think about. Like, and still so many traders, you know, they don't even still, like, even there are veteran traders who will be like, we still got so much to learn. And trust me when I say that, right? So look at this. This is AUD USD, right? We've got one trade over here, and this would have been like a 1 to 9 almost. And even if you're risking with a big stop loss, still a 1 to 5, still a 1 to 5, right? Now look at this. Watch this. So I'm just missing another one over here as well. And it's all about simplifying trading. It's all about keeping, you know, simplifying trading. So we've got one push to the upside. So just one moment. Let me just clone this. Now, obviously, this one not ideally the best result in terms of, if you're using a 5 pip stop loss, then it's okay. 1 to almost 5. Actually, let's go to break this down. Let's go to a much smaller time frame. Let's go to a much smaller time frame. Clear breakout. I mean, you can see the volume. Now I trade with volume and the trend. So, you know, once you're in the mentorship, elite mentorship program, then you obviously get all these, all the, you know, the nuggets, and you learn my edge. I'm a 700k funded trader, right? So, and I even got asked this question, oh, what if we get the course and all this kind of stuff, you know, because I get bombarded with questions, right? Are we gonna find out in the course what you know, right? And it's like, yes. Why would you think there's gonna be something else in there? So, I mean, I don't know. Maybe you probably just think the price is too good to be true, and are they actually gonna get the value? That is, you know, is insane. It's insane. Volume, price comes down, you know, we get, and look at this, right? This is, I'm going to dissect this, right? Look at this. This is a level of resistance. To the smaller minor degree, it is a level of resistance, right? Price breaks through. It never comes back to support. So what can you do? Use this as the level of resistance. Let price break through. Super strong bullish candle. Price comes here. You can, if I was to go on the 1 minute time frame, you know, let's do this. Let's go on the 1 minute time frame. Look at this. Resistance. Price breaks through. Go on this. Because I basically was using the 15 seconds and all that, but then I don't need the 1 minute is way more than enough. But I don't even use the 1 minute. I don't, you know. So look at this. So obviously this was the support level, right, where I put that line. Price comes down, breaks through, right? We're getting super strong bullish candles. Now price has established itself over here, right? Breaks through, comes down, creates a bullish candle, a bullish engulfing. Not a super strong bullish. Why it's not closed above the wick, but we got a bullish engulfing candle. This is the now previous resistance. Price, look at this. It just wants to push higher. It respects it first with the bearish candle, breaks through, right? It breaks through. Now, what do you think this is testing? This is basically testing, not perfectly, but the high of this wick is now the new, this resistance is now the new support. I mean, this is how you can micromanage your entries, right? And get absolutely insane sniper entries, right? That alone itself. One moment, just one moment. Don't know why the 1 hour was not there. If I just look at this, right? Now what we're looking at, it's like almost a 1 to 10 risk reward. Insane, crazy, crazy. Okay, apologies. Put it back here. 1 to 5 risk to reward. Hey, I'm not complaining. Still, and look at all we've done, right? All we've done is scored. And do you know why this is powerful? Now, this is a 2.7 pip trade, but do you know why this is super powerful, right? I'm not saying you use almost a 2.5 pip stop loss. No, what I'm saying is use your original stop loss of 5 pips, right? Use the original, and this is like almost 1 to 3. Once you've entered risking 1%, move your stop loss to that 2.7. That, you know. So now when you lose the trade, you only lost 0.5%. But when you win the trade, right? When you're risking 1%, so let's just say, you know, when you so what was it? 5 pips. Watch this. So we risk 5 pips, or, you know, 4.5 pips, whatever you were comfortable with. We made almost 1 to 3. Well, it's pretty much it is a 1 to 3. I'm risking half. Sorry, when I lose the trade, right? So I'm risking 1%. If I lose 0.5%. I'm going for a 1 to 3. Let's say my TP is hit 1 to 3. But if I would have lost, I would have lost half. So technically, this 1 to 3 is really a 1 to 6. But why is this super powerful? Because I'm traveling less the distance. If I normally want a 1 to 6, I need price to move, you know, this much. But, you know, I'm only, you know, traveling less. Very, very powerful. Now price is on its way down. Price is on its way down now, and obviously we marked up our zones. Now ideally, look at this. This zone's being violated, right? It's broken through. I don't like that. I like my zones fresh, right? Like them brand new, fresh, cooked, you know, freshly baked, cooked out, taken out of the oven. So what you can do here. Now this is a left. See, look at this. Look at this. See, respected, right? Price breaks through. You can go on a much small time frame, and price will give some kind of, you know, this is AUD. Look at this. Look at this. See, on the bigger time frame, look like there was no entry. Respected as support. Price breaks through, comes back up, and look at it on a pair like AUD USD. On a pair like AUD USD, and what? A 1 to 7. It's insane. It's crazy. And then you're saying to me, you know, prop firms are hard. You know, we've got 10% drawdown overall, which is nothing. We need more drawdown. No, you manage risk correctly. 0.5% risk, 1/4% risk. Now you try now 1/4% risk. You might be like, hey Don, that's crazy. 1/4%. It's going to take me, you know, maybe such a long time to pass prop firm challenge. If you're hitting 1 to 7s, 1 to 8s, 1 to 10s, 1 to 5s, whatever you want to call it, even risking 1/4%, trust me, 1/4% on a 100k, on a 200k account, right? This is what baffles my mind when I get asked this question sometimes. 200k account, 1/4% is $500, right? You know, 2 grand is 1% for those who are terrible at maths. 2 grand is 1%. 1 grand is, you know, 0.5% on a 200k account, obviously, and then $500 is 1/4%. 500 times 5, if you're going for a 1 to 5, is 2.5k. 1/4%. Trust me, when you see those numbers, you'll be okay when risking 1/4%. And if you're still having problems like risking, your mind needs, your brain, you need to mold your psychology. That means you're not got the right mindset, because you're thinking about the numbers in terms of money. You got to think of it in terms of percentages. If you watch a lot of my videos, I always refer these, you know, drawdowns to lifelines. I'm creating lifelines to risk, you know, per trade. I want to build on lifelines. You know, I don't look at it as, oh, I've lost this much money, I've gained this much money. No, I've gained this much percentage, I've lost this much percentage, I've gained this much lifelines, I've lost this much lifelines. That's, I like to just keep things very, very simple. Now, in this case over here, let's just say price now breaks through here, retest, breaks through here, retest, and that's all, you know, that's all we're doing. Simplifying trading, keeping things super simple. Let me just grab this across. That's all we are doing. On the way down, obviously we don't know will this exactly happen. No one knows. Anything possibly can happen. What price maybe just come down here, respect this, come back up here, bounce from this zone, and we might just get this, right? We don't know what's gonna happen on Monday. Today's a Saturday. If I just drag this across, we have no idea. Let's just use quickly one more example. Let's just GBP USD. Okay, start a little bit further back. Let's mark up some of these. Look at this. Price is making higher low, so we just know we're going to be bullish soon, right? We've got this level, this level, this level, this level too, and that's all we are doing. Simplifying trading, right? Not bloody rocket science. Oh, just one moment. This one over here. There's a little one here, but obviously I'm just ignoring it because you don't want to get overcrowded. You want the major ones, right? There's one over here as well. Drag this across. This one. Now look at this. Breaks through, right? Tested support. Broken through. If you take a sell from here, after there will be some kind of a retest here, rejection. You take the sell. So you take the sell. Price comes through. Price breaks through. Now you can take a focus on the buy, right? Now if I just mark up the other one as well. Oh, just one moment. For how long I've been using trading view for? Still, the way I get about it is shocking. Shocking to say the least. Look at this. Price respects it. Price breaks through on this one. Now we're making high low, so we should know we're focusing on buys, right? Look at this super strong bullish candle. Let price obviously come down. You gotta have the patience for that as well. Don't be an absolute, impatient. Impatient individual person. I was actually gonna use a different word, but so now let me look at this. It's crazy. It's insane. Practice makes perfect, right? Obviously, of course, there's going to be people that are still going to struggle. It makes sense as well. Everyone's got their own learning pace. Where would you take your entry? Go on, show me. Where would you take your entry? Right? So many. Bullish engulfing, right? Bullish engulfing. There's a break of structure. Support created. Break of structure. That's number 2. Number 3. Super strong bullish along with rejection candle. Let's highlight that as well. For those who can't see. Let's color it green. The money candle. Enter from here. Stops below the zone and the wick. Perfect. And then just clean this up a little bit. And then we've got a 1 to 5.8. Super simple, right? Super simple. And that's it, And now throughout the day, look at this. I trade multiple currency pairs. And someone's gonna be like, oh no, why could you trade 16 currency pairs? Well, they're well organized, obviously that's not the reason for trading multiple currency pairs, because it's well organized. No, because I know what I look for throughout the day, and it's a high probability setups. I can get maybe 2 setups in the day. I might even get none. I might get a few setups in the week. Obviously a few do come, but maybe sometimes I get a lot. Sometimes I just get a little bit, not that much. But they're high probability setups. The more setups I refine to be more and more high probability setups, I'll get less setups throughout the week. It's simple. But if you're trading the big enough accounts, trust me, you'll even be happy enough to wait, right? Because that one trade, if it's a good trade, it can sort you out for the full month even sometimes. It's crazy. But with even like something like GU, super simple. Very, very simple. Now what you can do from here, mark out this level, right? Mark out. Oh, let's change the color of this. It's a bit more. It's better. Look at this, and then you got this one over here. Pretty much. To be honest, this one, it's like this whole area. But let's go on a small time frame. I hope you don't just kick me all the way too much further back. And look at this. Price breaks through, right? It's like, where do I enter from though? What's it doing? It's going without me, almost kicking in. Yeah, remember what I said? there are always ways to clean and well, enter sniper entries, right? So the high over here, right? Price respected in the past, so high chance it might respect it again in the future. It could, right? But if it doesn't, that's totally fine as well. Here, look, a bearish candle forms. It has respected it, right? Has respected it to a certain degree. It has respected it. Price breaks through, comes back down, right? We've got some kind of a level of respect here as well. Now, in this case over here, could be a chance. It might not. Like, you know, price could still. Ooh, just one moment. Price could still just, you know, not give me an absolute good entry at all. So just find this. And look at this. Can do this every day, all day, right? And look at this. For those, you know, who use other patterns, look at this. What pattern is this? A bullish flag, right? Indicating, you know, a lot of volume, bullish volume. Price breaks through, comes down, and now this is what I was talking about earlier, right? We've got a level form of resistance formed here. Price breaks through, comes down, and now is testing these wick rejections. So even on the 1 minute time frame, we found an entry. Remember, clean this up below the zone. Now I can even look at this 2 pip stop loss on GU, but no, right? We won't go a bit too insane, but still we getting those nice. And look at this, a 1 to 8 risk to reward. Remember, I'm not even tightening the stop loss. A 1 to 8 risk to reward in how many minutes? How long? 1 hour and 44 minutes. I'll take that any day. On a 100k account, on a 2. See, this is where people go wrong as well. This entry was given all the way down here, right? People think, okay, you know, we always have to enter from the zone. No. If you're nicely in profit, you know, you don't have to enter from the zone. You can take those little extra risks. Bearing in mind, you manage risk accordingly, you know. Now, what do you think is going to wait for, you know, on Monday? Right? Anything can still happen. I will remember, right? So the best thing to do is just mark this out properly. Got levels over here. Just drag this one across. Just one moment. And then you know, and we'll just wait. Again, price breaks through. Don't get me wrong, if price might do anything, it might just create another zone here as support. You know, break through here. Ideally, this one's better. This one here, you know, because it can break through. Then you don't want this. Not much of a range. You take a buy from here. Price is going to come here and test this. It just totally collapse. Break through here. New fresh zone is much better. I hope you found value from this. Link will be in the video description. If you're still struggling with trading and you want to send, help you out with trading profitable, send you towards profitability. And I also get this question a lot as well. Oh, how fast can you make me profitable? You don't realize how silly that question is, right? It's like saying to someone, how fast can you teach me how fast will I be able to start driving? It depends on you, how much work you put in, right? I can show you. It's like I can show you, right, how to fish, right, with the fishing rod and all that. It's a totally different ball game once the fishing rod is in your hand. It's a totally different ball game how much information you take. I don't know your learning, the speed of you, how fast you pick up things. It's different for everyone. All I can show you is my edge, what I'm doing, my strategy, and the risk management techniques that I personally use. Because I'm just trying to help as many people as possibly can. Right now is what gives me the biggest, most fulfillment. But yeah, I just hope this value you learn enough from these videos. Yeah, take care. I'm out.